Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the morning. Salutations to all the good people of the free world. Thank you for taking your time to tap in with us. You're now rocking with the No Snooze Button show. It's a morning show powered by the people for the people. So thank you for tapping in. Welcome to the journey with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also, we definitely want y'all to comment. Any feedback is good feedback. We want to give y'all what y'all want when y'all want it. So definitely don't forget to comment. My name is Context, and you're joined by my two brothers in crime. If y'all want, y'all can introduce yourselves.
Yo, I go by the name of Dezo, the introvert. We gonna get this morning lit, you know.
No doubt, no doubt. What's going on, y'all? I'm Big Eyes Bob, and today, this morning, we need you to get off your ass and get on your feet. This is No Snooze Button. We'll just start the morning off by wishing y'all well this morning. Make sure y'all have a positive day. Start the day with positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Get your blood flowing, get some cardio in. Today, I got a quick quote. The daily quote today is, "It's never too late to become who you want to be. I hope you live a life that you're proud of. And if you find that you're not, I hope you have the strength to start over." That quote is from F. Scott Fitzgerald, the writer who gave us The Great Gatsby. Context, you want to hit him with these morning financials?
Oh yeah, for sure. So definitely, we're gonna be giving y'all a lot of information that you could take, use for your daily life. So, it's a lot of people don't know what's tapped in, so we're just gonna tap in on what's going on with gas. Gas been up and down. The national average right now, it's kind of took a dip down. So the national average of gas prices is $3.82 per gallon. But we just want to give y'all some for also a couple of cities, like Seattle is at $5.25. LA is about $5.14. So LA, although you still guys have terrible traffic, it kind of knocked down some of the gas for y'all. So you're doing better than Seattle right now. Chicago, 4.6 per gallon. So Des, you're doing all right. You're doing all right. ATL and Houston is definitely taking the bait for the lowest. They at 3.6 and 3.85 for Houston. For New York, it's around 4.2. So that's the ending from the West Coast to the East Coast. So yeah, for all my car drivers, truck drivers, just to give you a little info of what's going on.
We need to figure out what Houston's secret is, man.
Down here in Texas, man. We need to figure that out here on the West Coast.
That's
great. That's great info, Tex. Appreciate that, brother.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and give y'all a little quick weather report, just for weekly, so y'all know what to expect for the next couple of days. I'm gonna start off with New York. In New York this week, on Monday, you can expect a high of 78, low of 68, mostly cloudy. On Tuesday, we can expect a high of 75, low of 69 with some showers. On Wednesday, we can expect a high of 81, low of 62 with some scattered showers. And on Thursday, we can expect a high of 72, a low of 62, partly cloudy. Y'all make sure y'all keep y'all umbrellas nearby, New York. In Atlanta, we have a crazy week. It's going to be hot, but it's going to be some storms. So on Monday, we got a high of 91, a high of 90, low of 71 with some scattered thunderstorms. On Tuesday, we have a high of 83, low of 70 with some thunderstorms. Wednesday, we're going to follow it up with another thunderstorm with a high of 78, low of 67. On Thursday, we're going to have a high of 80, a low of 65 with some showers. That takes me to Chicago, which is looking a lot better. You'll be all right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
We got on Monday a high of 74, low of 62. It's going to be sunny. On Tuesday, high of 81, low of 65, mostly sunny. Wednesday, you can expect pretty much the same, except for it to be a little cooler, 69, low of 60, mostly sunny. Thursday, get back to the 70s, a high of 72, low of 59, and it'll be sunny as well. In Houston this week, we can expect on Monday to get a high of 99, a low of 80, partly cloudy. On Tuesday, we'll get a high of 98, low of 78, sunny. Wednesday, we'll get a high of 98, low of 67, mostly sunny. And on Thursday, it will be pretty much the same spiel. High of 99, low of 75. Man, so Houston got it going on this week, y'all. We might need to get down there.
That might be the move. That might be the move.
Because Seattle not doing too hot this week. We got a high of 74, low of 58, partly cloudy. Tomorrow we can expect some showers with a high of 65, low of 58. On Wednesday, it will be another mostly cloudy day, the high of 71. On Thursday, it will be a high of 70, low of 57, partly cloudy. Down in Los Angeles, we will have today high 92, low 69, cloudy. Tuesday, tomorrow, high of 92, low of 71, sunny. Wednesday, followed up by another 93 with the low of 68, sunny as well. And on Thursday, we have a beautiful 85, low 66, partly cloudy. That's all I got for the weather. Dezo, what you got for us this morning?
All right, man. Let's see what's going on in culture for this week. We got the Writers Guild of America strike still going on in Hollywood. They've gone past the 100-day mark, so that means that it's now the second longest strike in the Writers Guild of America history. First strike, the strike that went to the longest strike is in 1988, which was lasted 154 days. This one is currently at 1988, which lasted 154 days. This one is about at 112, 114. So we got a little bit of ways away till we hit the longest, but hopefully we don't make it to that point.
Sheesh.
Also during the weekend, Barbie, the surprise movie of the year, apparently passed Mario for the highest grossing domestic movie of the year. So shout out to the marketing team on that one. They did some really good marketing for that, especially when they combined it with the marketing for Oppenheimer. That caused a lot of different demographics to want to go see both movies. It made it like an event, so they basically capitalized on that.
No, they definitely did turn into an event. Like I think there was like afterwards there was like girls, like there was like, I don't know if there was like real things, but there was articles saying like if the guy didn't go with them to the show, they would either break up with them. Like there was like a whole, it was a crazy.
Did any of y'all check out Barbie? Did you go?
See, so me, I haven't gotten tricked yet into going to see Barbie yet. But I feel like somebody in my family is eventually gonna trick me into going to see it. Whether it be my niece or whatever the case, I don't know.
Yeah, I plan on taking both of my nieces and my daughter to see it. I haven't gone around to it, but I'm gonna check it out. Believe me.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to go see it yet, but my girlfriend, she wants to see it, so we'll probably just wait for it to hit streaming. Honestly. And then let's get into some music. It's not a lot going on in music this weekend, but the big news coming out of the week was Drake Friday was expected to drop his album For All the Dogs. We did not get that. According to Billboard, they reported that he was supposed to drop it Friday. Mm-hmm. But we should never trust Billboard with any information because
is Billboard not? Are they not a reliable source? Have they lied to us before?
I mean, they lied to us before.
Drake's lied to us before. I mean, at this point, what are we doing here?
They've inflated the numbers on a couple of streams.
That is true. That is true.
So we should take what Billboard says with a grain of salt. Drake later on confirmed that he never told anybody that he was dropping his album on Friday. Yeah, so apparently, Twitter got into a frenzy, like they always do. Mm-hmm. As the second the clock hit 12:02 on that Saturday morning, and everybody checked their Spotify and it wasn't there. People were up in arms, man. They were like, Drake, what the hell?
Let me ask you, Dezo, as our our cultural music expert on No Snooze Button, do we have an album of the year as of today? What is the album of the year? Album of the summer? What is that looking like?
Good question. Dez, what's the album of the year?
Chat. Y'all can chime in as well. What y'all think the album of the year is?
I mean, for me personally, I don't have an album of the year. Like, of course, people are gonna throw out, Travis Scott's album. Okay. A lot of people are gonna throw out, Gunna. But the thing is like neither one of those albums, for me personally, gave me that impact, that feeling of like, all right, this is undeniable, and maybe there won't be an album this year that's undeniable, like we've had in previous years, but
so Tex, it sounds to me like Dezo saying this has been a down year for music, underwhelming.
I just was gonna ask at this point if we're relying on quote unquote Drake fake news. Is the music industry kaput? Like, if we have to rely on Drake fake news to carry a certain quarter, is the music industry at this point how underwhelming have they been, and like how long do you think it's gonna last? Like in terms of these like droughts where we're relying on just one person to carry it.
The thing is like, I think the music industry is doing decent. Beyonce is having a really successful tour right now, doing stadiums. Rilo Rodriguez is an up and coming artist.
I've been hearing that Rilo had a pretty good underground career. He's just kind of summing up.
Yeah, he's
been putting out.
Oh yeah, he's been having a very successful rookie campaign so far. He's doing his thing. I haven't gotten a chance to listen to that Lloyd Banks album, Easy.
Easy.
I'll definitely.
Lloyd Banks
salute to Easy.
But yeah, I think we just need to be patient a little bit. There's always been down years in music, but hey, it's always an ebb and flow to everything,
Right. One more music question before I let you off the hook, though. Yeah. We need you to let the community know what's coming up underground. Who's next up, or who's hot underground that maybe you might know about, that you might want to pull our coast to, put us on early.
So my underground artist that I've really been getting into recently, probably will have to be Yeat's been having a decent career so far, but honestly I've been getting into a lot of UK rap. Rap has been really killing the game this year. This artist named Dave, who's basically like he's basically like the Kendrick of the UK. And then Central C.
Oh, you're giving him Kendrick? Oh,
he's like that for real.
It's high praise.
He's like that for real.
That's crazy.
And then honestly, this artist named Central C, you probably have heard of him. He made that.
That's the white boy, right?
Yeah. He Dave and Central C dropped a little tape earlier this year. That's probably in contention for my album.
Tough, it was tough.
Yeah, and they were spitting on that joint. It's only 4 songs, so it's a quick listen. Anybody can get into it. Yeah, but if y'all haven't checked that one out, please go check that one out. It's really Sexy Red. That's crazy.
Salute to her, man. I'm looking for the, you know what I mean? Salute to her, man.
Wow. My girl be bumping that Yee song. I'm not a big fan of Sexy Red, but it is teach his own.
She might be the most relatable. I mean, right now she might be the most relatable star, man. I mean, down to earth. She's getting. I'm just saying, man. Get a little follower, man.
Yeah, she got
I
her
think she better
little
than Ice
following.
Spice, but I mean that's neither here or
You say you
there.
think she better than Ice Spice?
Yeah, but that's neither here or there. That's it.
Well,
Ice Spice got a
I don't know none of Sexy Red's joints. I just heard that one.
Nah, I mean,
That's
Hey,
the
if
only
you
one
heard
I
that
heard.
one,
From, right?
that's all you need, my boy. That's all you
heard,
need.
yeah,
That's
you
all you
basically
need.
heard her whole catalog after that. You know?
Oh, then, I mean, well, then I don't know. I mean,
Get into it, Ox. Tap in.
Hey, shout out to baby. You know, it's all good. We love you. You know, keep the music coming. You know what I'm saying? Maybe elevate it a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Just hey, keep creating that music for whoever you creating it for. You know what I'm saying?
BD in the chat actually dropped a nice one too. Dame dropped.
Oh yeah, Dame's album was.
An album.
Y'all heard it?
I heard some of it. I didn't get to hear
listened
all of it. I heard
songs. Yeah, I haven't heard all of it.
I'm gonna tell y'all the honest truth about my music problems. I got music issues because I still listen to the same music I was listening to in 2005.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I wake up to E40. I wake up to
Right.
you know, I'm just happy, you know, just happy to be here. That's
Right,
my wake
right.
up. That's my wake up anthem. And then after
Okay.
I listen to you know, happy to be here, you know, ain't no telling where I go from there.
Right. You seem like a Joey Badass kind of guy, man. I feel like you would enjoy his music. You know that?
I've literally never heard of Joey Badass. I've heard of Joey Badass.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know who he is.
Right.
I know he's a rapper. If I saw him, I wouldn't know who he is. And that's no disrespect.
Shout out to Joey Badass, man.
That's no disrespect to Joey. I just haven't got there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you would enjoy his stuff.
I got a couple of my people's like because we kind of around from the same area. He's from a little bit further away, maybe about a 10-15 minute like walk and drive away. So we play like in similar parks and stuff like that. Like a couple of his my young boys was in the group Pro Era. They now they solo and they doing their own thing, but there was during Joey Badass, the whole coming up under the underground and get into the mainstream. He was under that situation, so I was able to see like a couple of stuff like beforehand. And so, but now the kid can rap, man. Joey Badass, he is one of those rappers, and I think you would appreciate him, yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check into that, no doubt. I'm gonna definitely look into that.
So that's always a good thing.
Yeah, man. That's it for my culture update. But Ox, man, let's get into some current events, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So back on the lower side of the news, you know what I'm saying? On Saturday we lost a legend. Rest in peace to the iconic game show host Bob Barker. He passed away this Saturday at the age of 99. I'm not gonna say, obviously, I'm not gonna go as far to say Bob Barker raised me, because that would be absurd. But I will say that when I think of Bob Barker, I just think of being at my granny house. You know what I'm saying? Back back in the 90s, or just whenever I got to stay home. You know, if I tell my mom, "Oh, I'm sick," or I just don't feel, stay home, watch The Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? I think about spinning that big ass wheel. Bob Barker is the Happy Gilmore legend. Good shout out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Bob Barker was the guy. It was him and Alex Trebek.
Facts. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek. We lost two game show host icons. But yeah, man, that's that Mr. Bob Barker. Did y'all ever see The Price is Right coming?
Oh yeah, for sure. That was for me, like that was actually low key, that was kind of punishment. I used to associate Price is Right with punishment. I used to be a little bad little kid, man, just running around, and my moms would like if I like obviously if my moms couldn't handle me at certain times, so she would send me down to this lady that lived downstairs from me in my old building. And she was definitely like more old school, you know what I mean? Like she had a grand piano and everything in the crib.
I can imagine Tex being a badass 7-year-old with the same voice right now. With his voice.
Mom, it's not my fault.
Yo, she had no cable. That's what made it like, you know what I mean? So for me, I was an outside kid, so I needed more, stuff. It was only these three things that she would watch: PBS, her soap operas, and Bob Barker. That's
Which soap opera? General Hospital or Guiding Light?
Yeah, it's General Hospital and All My Children. So like
All My
Children for sure, bro.
I didn't
One
see
Life
the
to Live.
TV.
One Life to Live was crazy, Dezo.
Yo, dog. I'm getting PTSD, bro. I'm getting PTSD. Stop saying all these things to me, bro. Stop saying it. So yeah, that was my introduction to Bob Barker.
As the world turns.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Yo, listen, man. When it came to, that's one thing my mom knew. When it came to punishing me, like, it's either I'm getting washed up or she's sending me down to that lady, and that lady's going to put me through nothing but bad TV, bro. Except for Bob Barker. And salute to people that watch soap opera. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying I wasn't for a 7-year-old.
What was the one text? Like sand through the hourglass.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I can't stop.
Easy, bro.
Like this is not it. It's not. But Bob Barker definitely held it down for sure.
Shout out to Bob Barker.
If I'm not mistaken, I think now Jim Carrey does Price is Right. So
I know he did. I'm not sure if he still got it, but I remember.
He still got it. He still got it. Yeah. It's crazy because now my mom watches Price is Right. So sometimes when I I go and check her, and I go to her crib, and I see like randomly like, oh, you watching Bob Barker? I'm like, damn, this. I see what's going on. I see what the demographic is. I see.
Do you have any Bob Barker stories or anything like that?
Nah, man, I really don't. Like, I'm kind of in the boat of like I was a little too young to really get into him like that. So, like I would, obviously I know who he is and I know the show, but
he was smooth. I low-key thought he was Hugh Hefner in the beginning when I was a little kid.
Like that.
But then
you used to get Bob Barker and Hugh Hefner mixed up.
Yeah, I thought it was Hugh Hefner. Like, I was like, yo, ain't that the guy that? Yo, how did he get that job? Crazy.
Wait, chat. I need y'all to let me know in the chat right now. Obviously, don't be biased. Who's more iconic, Hugh Hefner or Bob Barker? Let me know in the chat right now.
We know who's
gonna get it, but
come on, hey, the Don Dada himself, the Don Dada Hugh Hef, man.
With the little red smoker's jacket.
Come on, man.
Hey, before we move on to the next topic though, mixing up Bob Barker, Hugh Hefner is insane. But let me ask you, what is your favorite game show? We only got one.
Oh man, Wheel of Fortune for me, bro. Wheel of Fortune, Family Feud.
I was about to say.
So
yeah, I was about to say.
Wheel of Fortune, Texas got Family Feud.
Yeah, I got Family Feud for sure. That shit is elite. Especially, I'm not gonna hold you. Steve Harvey has made it even better. So like, his like, his old school way of like communicating with the people and stuff like that. Yo,
right. Whenever somebody gives a dumb answer, Steve Harvey has a perfect response, bro.
Yo, like, he's like a perfect Uncle Barbershop response. Like he don't miss.
Yo, so I was gonna say whammy because that shit used to be funny when they be like, no whammy.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, see, but that might go over some people's heads. That might go over some people's heads, man.
Deal or No Deal though is epic because I love Deal or No Deal for this one reason. I just be like, that's what the fuck you get being greedy.
Right. That's a fact.
You came in here broke. You came in here broke, and you looking down. On 20 bids, you trying to get that 60 or 75 or whatever it may be, 25, you better get up out of here. Go on.
I need all of that.
When I was younger, my parents would always watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I would always be looking at these people like sometimes I would know the answer, and I would look at them like, bro, you know what this is, you got this. But
that shit made me feel so smart, bro.
And the thing is, every single time they would have a lifeline that they hadn't used yet, but they think that they got it, so they just don't use it. and
they had to get packed up. They get
packed up. And it's like, you got a lifeline.
It's something to get packed up with lifelines in your pocket, bro. That's crazy,
bro.
Would y'all rather do? And one more question: would y'all rather do a game show that tests your physical endurance, or you would rather do like a sports game? I mean, not sports, like a gaming show where you're answering questions like trivia. Which one you rather do?
Probably physical, but either way, I ain't tripping. Like I was actually when last night I fell asleep watching The one with shit. What's this? You know what I'm talking about? Fear Factor.
Oh, Fear Factor. Okay. Now that's fine. Oh, that's another one that's elite too. That was elite.
You know, it's your mental well-being on top of just physical. So that's crazy. But yeah,
Fear Factor's fine. Fear Factor's fine.
Yeah. But moving on, we have a little more news. Down south in Jacksonville, unfortunately, there was a shooting the other day. Left three dead. According to CNN. The gunman identified as 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter. He bought a handgun in April and an AR-15 style rifle in June, according to the sheriff. The gunman used racial slurs, left behind a racist screed, and drew swastikas on his firearm. He was armed with the AR-15 and handgun and was wearing a tactical vest, blue latex gloves. The victims were identified as Angela Michelle Carr, 52, Gerald Gallion, 29, and Anal Joseph, AJ, who's 19. So about that, there has been at least 470 mass shootings in the U.S. so far in 2023, according to the Gun Violence Archive, which they define a mass shooting as one in which 4 or more people are wounded or killed, not including the shooter. That is almost 2 mass shootings for each day of the year so far.
Wow.
Did y'all read in that? Y'all check that out?
R.I.P. Yeah, man. It's really insane. To be honest with you, especially with especially in the South. Like the South, there's so much. I always say this. Like the South has so much land and opportunity. You are a shoe scuff away from getting your head, taken off. It's unfortunate. Although I get it, it's necessary. But I think they need to, start identifying all these places that allow people to just get, access to firearms that easily. You know what I mean? Like there's some spots they don't even check your background. You could just walk in, give a free 99 coupon, and you get a hammer. You know what I mean? So, unfortunately, I think, obviously it's unfortunate events. You can't really stop how people are going to be motivated, whether this was racially motivated or not. We can't tell. Obviously, the signs show. The signs show that.
He left behind enough clues that to say, even if it wasn't racially motivated,
right,
which it definitely was, he at least wanted it to seem that way. I mean,
seem that way, right? Yeah.
On firearms, he left a suicide note right before, because he shot himself. So right before he shot himself, he called his dad and said, "Go in my room," and where his dad found the suicide note. And he had a lot of things going on. Honestly, as far as gun control goes, criminals don't follow the law.
Right.
So even if we do a little more strict on gun laws,
that's a fact.
Criminals are still going to be able to get their hands on them.
That's a fact.
So I'm not sure exactly about taking guns, but something can be done. We can whether it's just starting young and making sure we give people with mental illness, more access to just more access to helping themselves. I think I was talking this about with my mom and my sister the other day, and a lot of us are desensitized. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times kids will get upset with somebody, get upset with their parents, get upset with their brother, sister, teacher, classmates, and their release is they get pissed off and go play Call of Duty or one of those games. And I'm no psychiatrist, I'm not an expert on it, but I do think that sometimes that might have an effect on your sensitivity. Where when I get upset, I just want to kill something, even though it's a video game. I think some of that does have an effect on certain people. Not everybody, of course.
Right.
I'm not trying to give a cookie cutter solution to anything.
Right.
But we can all just be a little more patient with each other. Learn to love each other, and first and foremost, we need to learn to love ourselves.
Right. That is a fact.
Love ourselves. We can then put that love on other people. That's just a terrible situation.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, 470 is an insane number, man. Like that's an insane number.
But like you said, Ox, that goes to like people's mental health, right? You know what I mean? Like everybody's in high leverage stress right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they can't even take care of put food in their own stomach. You know what I mean? So it's very serious at this point in terms of like, and I agree with you. I think we just need to find more avenues to help the people, whether it be and it could be a plethora of things, right? Provide more economic situations that could allow them to keep busy. You know what I mean? Help them get jobs. You know what I mean, or other activities that could probably help out. The thing about it is, like, you know, when it's like younger people that's involved too. You know what I'm saying? Like, just seeing that so much violence, like you said, they become desensitized, and it's just a generation that's leading another generation into more like desensitivity. So where to that point where like 7-year-olds won't even blink when those situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I mean, y'all know y'all from the big cities. You know what I'm saying? New York, Chicago. Y'all all know there's some 12-year-olds out there that situated.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? So we got each other. You know, and I didn't want to get too deep into it, but I do want to ask y'all something. We all know the guy by the name Charleston White.
That's a fact.
He's major on the internet. There's a lot of stuff I agree with, a lot of stuff I disagree with. But he said something because he said, obviously he was an advocate for the youth, help out the kids. He said something that I was listening to like last week, and I couldn't help but agree a little bit. It was basically one of those fuck them kids moments. Like, man, these kids, they don't, the love is gone. It's kind of like, instead of focusing on, which obviously, you know what I'm saying, no kid should be left behind. If we can't help them, we should. But we at the same time, though, maybe it's time to look at the generation above them. Maybe go to try to start focusing on people whose brains are a little more developed that also have an influence on the younger. But hey, and that's a fact. That's a fact. X, you're gonna get a lot of knowledge and a lot of ignorance from a lot of people. We gotta learn how to decipher which is
there.
Which.
We go.
Yeah.
Which is which. Just wanted to drop that on y'all. It's just that was just a crazy situation that we.
R.I.P. to all those people, man. Shout out to them.
Everybody
to their family, man.
Once again, their names are Angela Michelle Carr, Gerald Gallion, and Anant Joseph Laguerre. Sending love to their families, their loved ones, whoever they left behind. Moving on to some other crazy news coming from the island of Hawaii. So we all know about the crazy fire that took place in Maui. And what came out is that Maui County has sued Hawaiian Electric for damages over the deadly wildfire that claimed more than 100 lives and resulted in billions of dollars in property losses. This is according to CNBC. Hawaiian Electric inexcusably left its power lines energized despite warnings that there was a high fire risk. After this, the Hawaiian Electric stock fell. Now, this is the part I want to ask y'all about here. Hawaiian Electric stock fell 6% in extended trading since news of the lawsuit. The electric utility said it will suspend its quarterly dividend beginning in the third quarter to free up cash to help rebuild and restore power in the wake of the fire. So the fact that they're suspending their quarterly dividends, so that means they're not paying out their investors, right? So they're not paying out their investors in the third quarter to free up cash to help rebuild. Is that basically like a minutes of guilt that they know that they did wrong?
Yeah, I feel like they know that they did something stupid by not shutting off the power. So they, in return, they're like, we're sorry that you lost your homes, and we're sorry that you don't have anywhere to sleep tonight. We're gonna take money out of our billionaire pockets, and we're gonna help you rebuild. We can at least do you that favor. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, they're gonna have to. There's gonna have to be some type of settlement, and obviously we've heard rumors. We've heard that there was some foul play. We've heard things that like investors were trying to buy the land, and they were doing this to get the people out the way. And so, I mean, that's if that were the case, which I don't have any proof of that. That's just that's genocide.
Yeah.
But we've seen things like this, especially what I have really close to me in California, where pretty much the whole city of Paradise, the whole town of Paradise was burnt up. And PG&E PG&E had to take accountability for that fire, some fires down south in Southern California. And I mean, they lost billions. I believe they filed bankruptcy. Um, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, but I believe they even filed bankruptcy at some point. So I'm assuming that Hawaiian Electric will also have to come out of their pockets pretty deep, a little more than just this third quarter dividend checks.
Yeah,
well,
for sure.
Even with that, right? It's still how can I describe it? It's still kind of like a small loss for a bigger return. If what the rumors have been saying are true, right? This won't make a big dent in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, if you can uptick and kind of transform the property at this point and raise the property value, and then from there in that case reinvest yourself and put your own money into it, and eventually those rental properties are going to end up paying you back. I mean, why not? You know what I mean? If you're raising the property value, you could then have the excuse to raise the use of the percentage of electricity that they're using per volt or per however the power source they weigh. Because I forgot how the way they weigh it. I think it's like by voltage or wattage. So I mean, it would behoove you. It's just the weird thing to me, Ox, is that the trees were able to be green, right? And there was certain parts where the fire just cut off at, and it didn't incinerate. That's what calls for pause for me. I'm sure
that has to have something to do with it being an electrical fire. You know, electrical fires, they move so fast.
Right, and they
travel through the wires and whatnot. So I'm not an expert. I'm sure somebody's going to do some research on this. I'm sure the facts will come out. And as soon as those facts do come out, y'all, we will be on top of it. We'll try to keep y'all updated. Just like our context, he gave his opinion on that. I gave my opinion. Dezo gave his opinion. One thing we will do is try to give y'all all the facts. The story that we're reading here is that's according to CNBC. The story we read before that was according to CNN. So these aren't just things we're just coming off the head with y'all. So we definitely gonna see about that. Tex, I think that's crazy. Like because you did point that out before about the bird's eye view and looking at what burned and what didn't burn. So that's very interesting. And I'm really curious to know what happened out there in Maui. Unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives. Over 100 people have been already confirmed deceased, and we have more people missing. So once those numbers come out, we'll get them to y'all.
One thing I will say too, Ox, is I do have some people that live in Hawaii, but they live on different islands. And it's true what they did say, verbatim from that source in general. They're from I can't pronounce it correctly, but OAHU. Ohio, yeah. And they said that it was true. Like they weren't allowed. Like they said that the government officials weren't allowing them to like go there to Maui to actually provide any help. They was getting turned away from it. They went to go see their family. Obviously, their family was able to get was fine. They didn't get killed in the situation. However, they wasn't allowed to bring any help for them. It was kind of insane. Yeah.
Well, moving on, Tex. It's just on you. Let's put some things into context, man.
All right. So this is for my people that like to live life on the edge. And that have the opportunity to kind of, partake in some sports betting, playing sports betting. For all my people that do parlays, holla at me, man. We do parlays, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get right this season. In every sport, might go from soccer to cricket. You never know. Hockey, I might do women's. It's crazy. We're going to make some money, but rock with your boy. But interesting thing that I did find out is that ESPN decided to embark on sports betting with us. ESPN has decided to put a parlays beyond me, but they actually decided to. It's reported that on August 8th, they acquired Penn Sportsbook. Penn Sportsbook was well renowned. They had a revenue, if I'm not mistaken, for about $6 million. And ESPN has decided to continue that investment by putting their licensing and their likeness towards it. The only thing that was kind of weird to me was the fact that you have a sports media company trying to jump in to sports betting. Now, I'm not gonna say nothing, but it gives me cause to pause. I mean, it's kind of weird that we have a company that's supposed to disseminate all this information to the people about sports performance, giving us an insight on what to bet on. Now, they have a whole bunch of disclaimers. ESPN has definitely covered their bases in that they're not going to be they're not responsible. They already sent out a whole bunch of disclaimers saying that they don't want to be responsible for any irresponsible gambling, things of that nature. However, what they did say is that they invested a lot of money to the sports research of it, which I find odd. It's going to be interesting to see how the narratives are going to be starting to form, especially with the new NFL season. I know you guys noticed that Shannon Sharp is about to go into ESPN and First Take and give his opinion. So it's just going to be interesting to see how the sports media is going to balance and do they have a moral compass at this point? And then how does that affect the gameplay that we're going to see? I mean, we already know of all the foul plays from the Tim Donahue's to that Boston Celtics referee that got caught with the burner account. So there was a lot of foul play that was being exposed throughout the years. Everybody knows it's a lot. It's a slippery slope when you're playing with sports betting. Obviously, the NBA and the NFL have realized that there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of money into it. But now for ESPN and by part Disney to take their hands into sports betting, that just shows you that not only they're looking at it from the aspect of the smaller thing where they're getting so much money from people playing, but at the same token, now you got investors that's going to see how much they can affect the market with TV shows, TV deals, new fantasy football, fantasy basketball shows, things of that nature, fantasy baseball. All the major league sports are going to be under the microscope on how it's going to be disseminated to the people. I just find it cause a pause. We're going to get some more information about that, but I just put some on your mind, man. Yeah, ESPN doing parlays is kind of crazy to me, y'all.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I hope they can keep it on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? I hope nobody's on the take. You know what I'm saying? But as we all know, with gambling, man, it gets fishy, it gets finicky. You know, there's a lot of money changing hands, man. So, hey, we'll see.
Holla at me, though, but I'll get y'all right. Holla at me for PC parlays. I mean, we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get y'all right.
Hey, speaking of parlays and sports, let me get y'all in tune with the scores from around the sports world. We got the FIBA World Cup going on right now. Actually, a game just ended between the USA and Greece. USA won that game by about 29 points. 109 to 81 was the final score in that one.
That's light.
Light work for the USA, you know. We also had a couple more games from over the weekend. We had, let's see. We had Australia beat Finland 98-72. We had Latvia beat Lebanon 109 to 70. We had the Dominican Republic pulling out the upset on the Philippines 87 to 81. We had Canada annihilating France 95 to 65. And we had the USA.
French on French crime is crazy. French on French crime,
man. And then we had the USA. We had the USA beat New Zealand 99 to 72.
Dumped on those Kiwis.
Yeah. Sunday, we also had the Dominican Republic beat Italy 87 to 82. Okay. Germany with Dennis Schroeder's been going crazy this year. Germany beat Australia 85 to 82. And then Latvia pulls off another upset against France 88 to 86. France. Yeah, go ahead, Ox.
That's crazy that with ending with that Latvia first upset in France. That was nuts. France is has somewhat been one of the top teams in the world for the past maybe decade. Them getting blown out by Canada, and this is according to Yahoo Sports. So they got this is a fact by everybody. They got blown out by Canada, and then they got upset by Latvia. That is a fact. But according to Yahoo Sports, Nick Batum says he is ashamed and scared to go home.
As you should. As you
Fourth
should.
quarter
As
yelling, "Why the fuck Batum in, man?"
So Latvia, they put the hurting on France, and if I'm not mistaken, that was a close game. They won by 2. Latvia shook up the world. They got Nick Batum, who was a national treasure in France, by the way. Nick Batum was a national treasure in France. I was a big Nicolas Batum fan for a long time. Still love Nick Batum. He's scared to go home and ashamed of himself.
He should be. Okay,
so I was gonna ask how you feel. So you guys said he should be. Okay.
Yeah, but no, you should be. You listen.
This is probably Nick's last chance. Not last chance. You know what I'm saying? Nick's over the hill. He actually could make it to these next Olympics. I think 2024 Olympics will probably be Nick's last go. No, get him out of there, Tex.
Yes, at this point, Nick, you're just running cardio, bro. What are you doing, bro? Like, okay, cool, I get it. You're prideful, yeah, but it's time to pack it up, bro.
He gotta keep his heart pumping.
No, bro. Go bicycle, go cycle, go to the front. Go do that. Go to cycling, bro. Go try to see if you can beat Lance Armstrong record or some shit like that. No. Man. Pack it up, Brody. You don't got it no more. You don't got it no more, man.
That's wild, Tex. Wow.
Join the cycling tour. I don't know what to tell you. Go golfing. I don't know, but basketball ain't it for you no more, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. Not it.
Yeah, so I moving on from that, shout out Nick Batum.
Shout out to Nick Batum, though.
Moving on to that, we did have some devastating news a few weeks ago about LeBron James Jr., Bronny James. He went to cardiac arrest. He passed out at practice. It was a terrible situation. We have some better news now. Just to speak on it real quick, then this is according to ESPN. The likely cause of Bronny James' cardiac arrest was a congenital heart defect, which was identified after an initial evaluation at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles. For those of us that don't know, a congenital heart defect is a broad term referring to any abnormality of heart structure that is present from birth, which results when the heart or blood vessels near the heart doesn't develop normally before birth. So that was the cause of him passing out at practice. It is an anatomically and functionally significant congenital heart defect, which can and will be treated, says family spokeswoman. We are very confident in Bronny's full recovery and return to basketball in the very near future. That's great news. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. I was really scared when I saw that news about Bronny James.
Yeah, especially with all these young athletes, going out with cardiac arrest and all that. Yeah, I was hopeful, that wasn't the case for him, but I'm glad that they actually found a reason for it and that they are going to be able to treat it for sure.
Right. Well,
yeah, for sure. Like for salute to Bron for holding it down for his kids and stuff like that. I actually had when I was younger, the first time I actually encountered that was because it wasn't a frequent thing, like younger kids just passing out. But I remember this one kid I played in AAU with. He was super nice. He was like maybe about 14. He was about to go to private school, and he actually passed away from that as well. Heart problem, didn't know what it was. And I was on the court, so we had he was 2 years older than me, and then we was going through our practice, and they were scrimmaging, and he just passed out right then and there. And he was like a family friend too, so to see that in real time and not knowing what that's about. And then fast forward to now, I never heard anything up till these current times where I was seeing that. So much has passed by. So it's just crazy. I can imagine what the mom and the pops, what Bron was going through. But luckily for him, he was able to get some help and get it treated. And hopefully he has a strong recovery and is able to play ball, man. Because I think USC has a good chance to make some noise. So salute to him, man.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
that's gotta be hard on the family, anybody, you know what I'm saying? You know, on a little lighter note, you know what I'm saying, if Savannah, if you need a shoulder to cry on, you know what I'm saying?
You are.
Broad shoulders, got broad shoulders.
Maybe I got you. I got you.
But
Hey,
hopefully,
my shoulders ain't big as Brian's, but you know what I'm saying?
shoulder for hire is crazy. Shoulder for hire.
Shoulder to cry.
Bron got too much. Bron got
What'd you say?
Bron got too much
this
security.
tag
I
drawn up.
don't know if you.
Oh, that's all right. I got this tat drawn up for my chest piece. I'm finna go get. But I'll save this one to get a tat to say shoulder for hire, or just say pillow.
Right.
Or Savannah's tears here. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
nah, the last one is insane. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. Yo, we're gonna keep our eyes on Ox's well-being after that statement. That statement does not reflect no Snooze Button. That is a complete Ox statement by himself. We will keep tabs on Ox's well-being moving forward. Nah. But no, salute to them, man. Hopefully, and another thing too, like, cause Ox, you have children, so you kind of understand, like, hopefully, like, this doesn't put a lot of pressure on Bron just naturally, you know what I mean, like trying to catch up and you know what I mean, like live up to, you know what I'm saying, like just take your time, man. You got all the time in the world, bro. Don't rush it, you know what I mean. So and just go when you're ready.
I thought you meant pressure on Bron, on Pops. I was gonna say.
Oh no. Pressure on you know what I mean, like
Bronny.
Yeah, on Bronny.
Yeah, hopefully takes it slow.
So it's a big shadow that you're trying to get out of, you know.
Yeah, definitely, you know what I'm saying? Just praying on that young man's well-being, you know what I'm saying? He definitely has a bright future ahead of him. Seems like an intelligent young man, so even if he decides to do something else, I'm sure he'll be successful in whatever he does. Real quick, before we do get to the wrap-up phase of this, I just want to say on this one right here, Louis, I want to hear what Ox has to say about Logan Paul, Dylan, Danny's situation. I'm going to tell you the truth, Louis. I'm not too hip to exactly what's going on. I know there's been a lot of, funny things thrown around about Logan's girlfriend or whatever. But I will say this: I don't know about that. And over here at No Snooze Button, we do zero smut peddling. There will be no smut peddling over here. So until we get some facts on that, can't speak on it. As far as Charleston White pepper spraying his opponent,
that was wild.
And Charleston White has warned us time and time again. He has told us time and time again, I am 5'6", 100 pounds soaking wet. If I'm not getting paid to fight, we are not fighting. I got weapons on me at all times. Keep your fucking hands off of me. And he has proven time and time again, he'll poke your ass, he will spray your ass, he will scratch, claw, and bite. So hey, shout out
then
to
call the boys on you, and then call the boys.
And right. What you doing? Stop playing with him. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that man said it. He said it again. Y'all better keep your hands off that man. We appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let me leave y'all with a quick quote from No Snooze Button. Once again, I just want to remind y'all, it is never too late to become who you want to be. I hope you live a life that you are proud of. And if you find that you are not, I hope you have the strength to start over. That is a quote from F. Scott Fitzgerald, the writer who gave us The Great Gatsby. Y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people?
Shoot, man.
You go ahead.
Shoot. Just have a great week, y'all. Let's make this week better than last week, man. Let's get to it.
Facts. What you got, Tex?
Listen, man. This is dope. Like I said, this is a show powered by the people, and it's for the people. So definitely hit us with a whole bunch of comments. We want to see the chat go crazy. We want to see the comments go crazy. Let us know what y'all want to get into. We're not going to get into no smut peddling, things that we could provide with facts. We're just trying to give y'all facts and give y'all open up. But definitely hit us with topics that you guys want us to talk about that could help y'all lives. You know what I mean? So get up and get active, man. We're trying to get y'all get active.
Get active, man. This has been No Snooze Button. We appreciate y'all, man. We will be back Friday morning at 7 a.m. PST. Friday morning, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get y'all off your ass and on your feet. I want to leave y'all with this, man. Love yourself, and never drink and drive. Call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab. If you're in my region, never hesitate to bang my line. All right, y'all.
Shout out to the big girls. Shout out to the big girls.
See you Friday, you heard?